So, this is without a doubt the laziest way to start an online business going into 2026. Because once you set things up, it's just kind of going to be automated on the back end for you. And the best part about this is that you can do this from anywhere in the world. All you need is a laptop, some sort of internet connection, and you're ready to go. Now, the reason this is so powerful is because we have some software that's actually going to automate all of this for you. And even though I'm giving you the tool that can enable this, there's still no guarantee that you're going to make any money with this. Starting an online business always requires work on your part, but I like to focus on businesses where I do a lot of the work up front and then have some software on the back end that can automate things going forward. So let me show you how this works. So if you come over here to ebay.com, I found this item for sale. Check this out. This is a really nice looking bookshelf. You can see it's being sold for $109.99 each. And the crazy part is, if I were to add this to my cart or click the buy now button, all this seller on eBay is going to do is turn around and buy the exact same item for less money from walmart.com. And during the checkout process, they're going to enter in my shipping address so that the item gets shipped directly to me. That means they never have to handle this item at all. They don't have to touch any packages. It goes direct from Walmart to the customer, but the customer bought it from them on eBay for more money. And you can see right here, this is already sold 8 times. Now, like I said at the start of the video, we are looking for the laziest way to start a business. So what I'm about to show you is some software that will automate this. Anytime you find an item you want to sell like this one, you just plug it into the software. It will automatically list it on eBay for you. In other words, it'll bring over the title, all of the images, all of the description, and increase the price as well. And in addition to that, once the item sells on eBay, the software will automatically order it from Walmart for you and have it shipped directly to your customer. So not only is it hands off in terms of the fact that you don't have to touch the packages, but you don't even need to manually put the address into Walmart. It does all of that for you. So this really ends up being one of the laziest ways to run a business. But now that you understand what it is we are trying to accomplish, let me show you how to actually set this up. Now, if you don't have an eBay account already, you want to start by heading over to ebay.com and clicking on the top left here where it says register. Now, if you do have an eBay account, you want to go ahead and use the account you already have. You already have it set up, so you might as well use it. But if you don't have one, you'll land on this page and you'll have the choice to choose between a personal account or a business account. If you have the option, definitely go with a business account. Usually it means that you will get a little bit higher limits on your account, which means that you'll be able to sell more every month than you would with a personal account. However, increasingly, eBay is giving new sellers really high limits on their account, whether they choose personal or business, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. Now, I'm not going to walk you step by step through how to set up an eBay account because they do it for you. Once you start putting in all your information, they're going to keep asking you more questions. They're going to tell you exactly what they need in order to get your eBay account up and running. So just be sure to answer all those questions honestly. Give them all the information that they need. It will only take a few minutes for you to get your account ready. Once you've registered for an account, you'll notice that there are a bunch of settings on eBay that you can change, but you don't have to worry about any of that. In fact, you are completely done on eBay. All you have to do now is head over to the software because the software, believe it or not, is going to handle everything else. Now, the software I keep mentioning is called AutoDS. This is it right here. And this was designed by eBay dropshippers for eBay dropshipping. And as you'll see in a few minutes, this solves 4 of the most time-consuming parts of dropshipping. First, finding products to sell. Second, listing those products. Third, monitoring those products. And finally, fulfilling orders. Now, I've been using AutoDS for years now, and I've used it every single time I've started a new dropshipping store. So when the owner of AutoDS, Lior, reached out to me and asked me if he could sponsor one of my videos, it was a no-brainer for me. But I did make sure that you guys got a special deal. So if you want to follow along with me and go through this as I show you step by step how to set up and use AutoDS, make sure to click the first link in the description down below, because with that link, you are going to be able to get a trial of AutoDS for just $1. So after clicking on that link, you'll land on a page that looks like this. Let's go ahead and set up an account. So I'm going to enter in my email, my name, password, and click on Join Now. Now, on the next screen, it's going to ask you what your selling channel is that you're going to use. And obviously, we're going to select eBay here. But notice that there are some other options in here as well. because from one AutoDS account, you could actually sell on eBay, Shopify, Amazon, WooCommerce, Wix, TikTok, Facebook, and Etsy. So you don't need to have all these different tools to sell on all these different platforms. Now, today we are just starting on eBay, but once you master eBay, feel free to expand to other marketplaces as well. That's what I did. But I'll select eBay for this account. Now, like I mentioned before, you are signing up with that $1 trial, but you then have to choose which package you want going forward after that trial is over. So here we see a few choices. Now, the cheapest plan right here is called the import plan. However, you don't want to use that one because that will only allow you to import products. It won't do any of the other automations. So the plan you want to start with is called the starter plan, this one right here. So I'm going to click right here where it says start now for 99 cents. Now on this page is where you can obviously put in your payment information. So go ahead and do that and click on continue. Now, the next steps are pretty straightforward. AutoDS will walk you through how to link up your AutoDS account with your eBay store so that the two of them can talk with each other. And after you have that, you're ready to start using your AutoDS account to automate your eBay dropshipping store. Once you have your AutoDS account set up, it's going to look something like this. Here's the dashboard. On the left here are a whole bunch of tabs. We're going to go over some of the stuff in just a second. But what we're going to start with is actually finding profitable products to sell on eBay. And for that, we can come into the marketplace section right here, which by default, you should already be in. Now, right here on the dashboard, they actually give you some best sellers right up front that you could potentially list into your store. And one thing to note that I get asked this quite a bit is, should you niche down? Like, should I only sell pet products or kids clothing or whatever, like picnic baskets? And the answer to that is no. On eBay, you want to basically be selling anything and everything as long as it is a profitable and popular product that's actually going to sell. And luckily, again, they actually just give you some of these best sellers right here. So I can definitely just select one of these, go ahead and add it to my drafts and actually start listing it. But before I do that, I want to show you another place you can find some profitable products. So here on the left, I'm going to click on hand-picked products. And then here, I like to filter out the results to get exactly what I'm looking for. So up here at the top, I'm going to change this to United States because I want items that ship to customers in the United States. I want USD currency. And under orders, I want items that have sold at least over 500 times. Now, you can also filter out by cost range. And I do suggest in the beginning you stick to cheaper items. However, a lot of cheaper items are going to show up anyway, and I don't think it's necessary to actually create a filter for it. So once you have all of that, you can scroll down and begin to look at the products. And what I'm looking for are products that are popular, selling well without a lot of competitors. And here you can see that this has potential for about a $19.99 profit. And there's only 3 competitors on this. So this is a pretty good product right here. It's not super saturated. So once I'm happy with a product that I found, I can just click right here where it says import. That will then be added to my drafts. So then on the left here, I can click where it says drafts. Here is that product right here. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up by clicking click to edit. And then from here, I can change any of the details before it actually gets listed into my eBay store. So for instance, you can see right here that it brought in the title for the product. I'm going to go ahead and change this up because this title is never optimized for eBay. It's optimized for another marketplace or wherever it's being sold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click right here where it says optimize title with AI. Then under tone, I always select make it more sellable. And for temperature, I always do balanced. And then I click AI write. So here is a perfect, well-optimized AI title that is for this product. So all I have to do is click on save, and it will then automatically fill that title in to replace the old one. Now down here, you'll see that there's a lot of stuff here that AutoDS actually just takes care of for you. And I never even look at this stuff because it is automated and it's always very accurate. So it automatically selects a category for you. It automatically selects tags, and it automatically chooses the cheapest tracking or shipping method, I should say. Down here, it also turns these things on. Now, these are the really cool automation things that make this a very lazy business. Stock monitoring. That means that if the price changes, if the supplier changes the price will automatically update in your eBay store for you. You see, when you list this item onto eBay, it will actually increase the price that you pay for it to cover things like your eBay fees and more, so you actually make a profit. But if that price changes later, you want the price on eBay to be updated so you continue to make a profit. And this is what that will make sure that happens for you. Sorry, that's the price monitoring. The stock monitoring will make sure that if the item goes out of stock, if your supplier runs out of stock, then it will automatically go out of stock in your eBay store. And then finally, we have auto ordering. And that means that if someone buys it from you on eBay, AutoDS will automatically order it from the supplier for you and have it shipped directly to the customer. Now, moving along, we can also see the description right here. You can change anything you want in here. There's also different variations. If there are different variations, all of them will be here. So for instance, this product, you can buy it with a US plug, a UK plug, an EU plug, or an AU plug. And for me, because I'm just targeting the US market, I'm going to delete the other variations. I just want the US plug. Moving along, we can also see all of the images in here as well. These are all from the supplier. But again, what you can do is you can delete any of the ones you don't want. So I'm going to delete all the ones with the other plugs like this one, the EU plug, the UK plug, Australian ones. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of those ones. There we go. And so we're just left with the images that we want. And it's that simple. After that, this is all done. It's fully optimized now. All I have to do is click on the top right here where it says save and import, and that item would then be live in my eBay store. So now that you have one product listed, all you have to do is repeat this process. Come back over here to AutoDS, click again where it says handpicked products, find some items that fit your criteria, and go ahead and import those items as well. But there's some other things you can do with AutoDS. So let's say you find an item on another website like Walmart.com. Let's say I really like this item. I've done some research. I know that this is hot and trending. Well, all I have to do is copy down the URL for this product, return back here to AutoDS, click on Add Single Product, and paste in that URL. And you see I can do the same thing with AliExpress, Home Depot, Sam's Club, Wayfair, Amazon, CJ Dropshipping, Banggood, Costco, Bed Bath & Beyond, Costway, a lot of them basically. So it works with a lot of different suppliers. Now if I click on Edit Now Quick, and you'll see the same thing you saw before, where we can fully optimize this listing before actually importing it into our eBay store. So now your only job is to feed items into AutoDS. After that point, AutoDS will list the item. It will make sure it is a profitable price that you're listing it for on eBay. It will reprice, it will restock, and it will even automatically order for you as well, completely hands-off for you. So there you go. That's exactly why this is one of the laziest ways to make money online this year. You're using automation software to handle all the back-end stuff for you. Once it's set up, the system runs itself while you focus on just finding those winning products and scaling up. Now, again, if you want to get started with this, make sure to click the first link down below to get your $1 trial of AutoDS. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.